This Monday, Manchester United is playing Brentford. Now, Manchester United occupy the third position, favorites to play Champions League next season, but they are not safe. We have Aston Villa, we have Liverpool, we have Chelsea, who are also behind and are trying to fight for the Champions League spot next season. Manchester United just beat Chelsea in the last game and strengthened their third position. Manchester United currently will be facing Brentford. Do you think Manchester United will win against Brentford given their current form? Of course, Lisandro Martinez missing. Harry Maguire. Matheus De Ligt is back. I don't know if he will play, but he is back in training. I don't know if he will be available for the selection. I don't know if Dogu will be available for selection. I think just maybe Mason Mount is back and alive. He will play. Now, welcome back to Mad. This is the Manchester United Diehards. United fans, subscribe to the channel. Let us get right into the weekend analysis. Manchester United is chasing two players that I've had. Van de Ven, who has said he's interested in playing for Liverpool, and Aurelien Tchouameni, who will be leaving Real Madrid this summer. Zev, do you think Manchester United should chase Van de Ven? Do you think he is very vital for the rebuild of the Manchester United defense?
Mickey Van de Ven, definitely yes, because that guy is a machine. So if we are pursuing Mickey Van de Ven, I am totally agreeing with the board on this one, because Mickey Van de Ven is one of the best defenders in the Premier League. So Tottenham Hotspur are at a very, very bad spot, and we also have to consider that each player has contributed to that, and I think Mickey Van de Ven is also part of the results. But if we take Mickey Van de Ven out of Tottenham Hotspur and bring him into a team that has got a rhythm and understand how they should be playing and rotating the squad, I think Mickey Van de Ven will be a very, very important player for Manchester United, considering the fact that we have defenders like Matheus De Ligt who will play for 2 games,
injury prone,
and then be absent for 10 games.
And don't forget about Lisandro Martinez too.
The same. Then we also have these scenarios where you just receive a red card and then you are out and all that stuff. So Mickey Van de Ven coming in to this one, and we need a ball carrying defender in the modern football era. I think he might suit into that role perfectly.
Now, what do you think about Aurelien Tchouameni? Manchester United have been chasing Aurelien Tchouameni. I've had the latest news, of course, reports from Manchester that they are trying to chase Aurelien Tchouameni, who is leaving Real Madrid in the summer. Do you think Manchester United should leave midfielders like Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baleba, and Sandro Tonali to go and chase Aurelien Tchouameni? Do you think that is the best decision Manchester United can make in the summer?
I can't agree on this one, because Aurelien Tchouameni is an injury prone. Because in Real Madrid he also struggles to stay fit. So if he's going to come to United and we are having a midfield problem, that means that this guy will be going out for almost 10 games, leaving Ugarte to step in, and we don't want to see Ugarte anywhere near Kobe Mainoo in that midfield.
Yes, so, because I think there's a game Ugarte started and we were beaten by Leeds.
That guy was so poor in that game.
Yes,
he was so poor. He can't even track runs, can't do well under pressure. I mean, then what is he doing in that team? So if we're going to bring in a midfielder who would be always available for selection, then we should be going for somebody like Tchouameni.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. This is a question that has been bothering me for Manchester United now. Let me just give a case study of Manchester City. In Manchester City, Foden is very, very comfortable occupying bench, right? Omar Mamouche is comfortable occupying bench. Even De Bruyne, when he was Manchester City, he was very comfortable occupying bench. Do you think Manchester United can bring Sandro Tonali, Carlos Baleba, and Elliot Anderson to Manchester United, and those players feel comfortable being in bench? Do you think Manchester United should do that to strengthen their squad depth, or do you think Manchester United don't have a manager that is at a level where he can exert authority on players to stay in bench and still stay in line and play what he wants them to play?
In United situation, it's not just a matter of if the coach can bench you. It's a matter of how good is the team. Yeah. In Manchester City's case, City was so good that you were comfortable being benched, because they will still get the job done. Yeah, with or without you. But if you look at United, we might need a commanding manager who might be able to tell you you're not going to play this one, you're going to play the next game, and you're not you won't be available for selection in the next match, and you'll be comfortable with it, and maybe we're going to bench you and still not substitute you, but you will be comfortable with that. But for United, if you bring in a player like Sandro Tonali, right, who's going to bench that guy? One. And even if you bench him, still you can't. We can hardly win with our best squad, right? We can hardly win with our best.
He's not at Manchester and we are winning. It means if he comes, he can play and not play.
He can play and not play, but I'm telling you, we are not at the level of where we want to be. That is why we want to reinforce the midfield. We are not reinforcing the midfield because we
are still winning. Right? What I'm trying to say is this.
Winning, yes.
What I'm trying to say is this. Yeah? I don't want Sandro Tonali to come to Manchester and play all games. I want him to come to United and play games where he has to make a difference. All right? Let him play. Let him play,
and that is why.
Let him not play Champions League, FA, everything. I'm saying, if Sandro Tonali is at United, he plays 2 games, rests, plays another 2 games, rests, plays another 2 games, rests. That is something, a rotational squad.
It's easy to say it from that point, right? The same fans, if you bench Tonali and they lose, the same fans you're talking about. Right now we might be arguing. Bench Tonali. If that guy
I'm not saying bench Tonali.
If that guy plays and we win, and then he plays again and we win, and then the next game he misses to play and we lose, bro, the fans will be pointing at the coach and saying, you know what? We are paying this guy. Let him play every single.
Now, what about this? What about this? What about you start Tonali, we lose. Next you start Baliba, we win.
We win. If it
is still the same case. It is still the same case.
If it works,
the same fans, Bruno Fernandes, that has been our best player this season. At the start of the season, what did they say?
We were criticizing Bruno.
Yes. So if Tonali comes and we lose, they will still criticize him.
Yeah.
He's not immune from criticism.
Yeah, he's not immune.
He's not immune.
That is one example, and that is why I'm telling you, United are not at that. You know what? We are bringing Tonali into a midfield that Casemiro is leaving, right?
Yes.
And then he's going to partner up with a youngster who United want to build around.
Yes.
So he's not going to be the main man. I think Kobe is going to be the main man in this midfield. So Tonali is just coming.
But Kobe is the man.
Kobe Maino.
Kobe is the man.
Yeah. So if we will find Sandro Tonali the suitable pair for Kobe Maino, then well and good, right? But if we are considering of bringing in Sandro Tonali and a player who will still give him competition in that particular position, then it's going to be hard for Manchester United, because we can hardly win with the best squad we have right now, right? And if you bring in Tonali and we are considering bringing in another midfielder who will also be competitive in that particular position, then it will be hard to bench these players. It's going to be hard for the manager to bench these players, because currently it's becoming hard to rotate Zagzi, Mount, Cunha, and Mbeumo and Ahmad. It's becoming hard for Carrick.
For me, as for Zaxi, forget about Zaxi. So talk about the rest of the players.
Okay, let's talk about the rest of the players. Mason Mount does his best whenever he's given a chance to do so. The only the problem that he has is the consistent injuries that he gets. But he's among one of the best players Michael Carrick can choose for selection. Then moving to Ahmad. Ahmad is that player that you would want to see thriving in those one-on-one situations, right? But he's currently not doing that. Mbeumo is poor on one-on-one situations lately, and I think Mbeumo is good at doing the counter-attack. He does not want to be in those scenarios of he's in a 1v1 situation with a defender trying to get. He's good at counter-attacking play where he exactly, making runs. Gets given the ball, runs toward the ball, and maybe bring in a cross or maybe take the finish. That is what Brian Mbeumo is good at. Matheus Cunha is good at playing outside the box as an inside forward, right? So Ahmad is a choice that cannot bench Mbeumo right now, right? And if I want to bring in another option that will bring competition to Brian Mbeumo with the kind of performance that we have, even if we're going to improve this team, it's going to take time. Still, it's going to take time.
So I'm not talking about performance.
Yeah.
I'm talking about something that you should understand. Now let's not talk about the team's form. Let's say I'm viewing this thing like this. I'm saying if I put in Diallo, he's going to perform, and if I put in Mbeumo, he's going to perform. One of them should start in bench. I don't care if it's Mbeumo or Diallo, right?
I might say also.
Then that has to. That goes down to a coach having a very good system that every player understands.
See the match that
every player understands.
You won't play because Pep always approaches a match very different because Pep knows that maybe if I put maybe someone like Foden in this game, I think this one will work, or maybe this one Mamouche will work, or maybe Savinho will work. So
or maybe have those type of fixtures that when you need so much skills in the midfield, you can bring in somebody like Ugarte. But I think Tonali is more of Ugarte more than Ugarte himself.
No, Ugarte didn't even bring in chaos during our Leeds game. This guy didn't bring chaos.
So I would say like the coach might look a game like maybe like a game like Brentford, maybe Leeds, and so okay,
this game suits.
If I put on Ahmad, this game would be so perfect for him. If I put Benjamin Sesko, like a game of Manchester City and Man United, that game can suit Brandon Boom because
they counted.
Man City comes.
They counted. Brandon Boom actually it's actually a good selection. Boom and Dom.
But also
counter-attack,
when you put Brandon Mbeumo in a low block team.
Exactly.
So that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say we should have squad depth so that when Mbeumo doesn't fit into this game, we put in another person who has the same capabilities as
to unlock
as Mbeumo. That's what I was trying to talk about. Because if maybe Tonali is not present, you can put in Elliot Anderson or Baliba. They let them just run in that pitch.
Okay.
At least you're not putting in Ugarte because Ugarte, it's a taboo.
As a United fan, I would really love to see that, but now to convince Elliot Anderson that he's going to compete with Tonali in the same position,
I don't.
And he's going to be benched, so he doesn't have to be benched.
So definitely, it's going to be hard to sign the two. But you know why I'm telling you it's going to be hard to put this one. If United were in a position of we've won the league with 89 points. And we have Tonali in the midfield, and then we're telling him, you know what, you've been doing a Forest, come sit here as an option for Tonali, then he would have easily come in the team. He would have easily joined the team.
But you also the ones who always say players want to come to United even if they are sitting on the bench. They just want to come.
The only player who wanted to do that last season was Jean-Philippe Mateta. He did not consider the position of the team. Mateta. He was the only player who said.
Okay. United should not sign a player from La Liga or from one or just players from the Premier League.
Okay, let us look at this. Bruno Fernandes has been assisting most often in this Premier League season, and he has 18 Premier League assists?
Yeah, he's already 18.
And we still have games to play, right?
Record, yeah.
Do you think he's going to break the record of the top assistants in English Premier League?
I think
in English Premier League system.
Chance.
Yeah, I think with the consistency, with the amount of consistency and form he's in right now at delivering assists, he's definitely breaking the record. And then he's that kind of a player who is always available for selection. Yeah, and that is one of the things that I love so much about Bruno Fernandes. His availability.
He doesn't get injured.
Yeah, he doesn't easily get injured, and then the mentality also. I think he's got the mentality of trying to lead from every
United fans. Do you know this guy that's speaking here is that one saying Bruno should go at the start of the season? He should leave.
You know. And that is why I've just given
him about Goldbridge.
No, I've just given you an example of if Tonali comes in, right, and we win games with him, and then he gets benched and we lose, the fans will criticize the coach. Even if the same Tonali comes in and we lose, in fact, he will just going to criticize Tonali, right? So we won't consider that he was good at Newcastle.
We don't care.
He was good at Milan. We won't be giving a shit about that. So we always want to be at your best. This is a different club.
Okay.
And this is United. So Bruno Fernandes, I think he's definitely breaking that record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manchester United facing Brentford on Monday. Manchester United chasing Champions League football, currently occupying the third position. They want to defend it. They want to win. They want to dominate. Will Manchester United dominate the game on Monday? Your thoughts in the comment section below. My name is Ephraim Juma. This is Manchester United Diehards. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time.